Dominic from 40kfrogs.com, and this week we have a battle report featuring the Dark Angels and the Tau with 1500 points armies. So let's see those armies. Okay, for the Dark Angels we have a squad of a Space Marine with a las cannon. They are equipped with a Razorback. And then we have a 10-man squad with plasma gun, missile launcher, and a Rhino. And then we have exactly the same configuration on the next squad, also having a Rhino as a transport. Then we have two land speeders with multi-meltas and heavy flamers. Next we have two dreadnoughts with twin-linked autocannons. Then we have a squad of scouts with missile launchers and snipers. The Tech Marine here is not equipped with the servo harness that you see, and this HQ will be a librarian. Then we have a Devastator squad with las cannon, plasma cannon, and two missile launchers. And this squad is also identical. The multi-melta you see will be proxying for the las cannon. For the Tau, we have two squads of Vespis that will be proxied with orcs. Behind them we have a sniper drones team. Then the Devilfish is the transport assigned to the Space Marines. You'll see that will be proxying Pathfinders. Two teams of Fire Warriors with marker lights. The two HQs you see are Chasso, and this is a Crude squad and a Hammerhead. Okay, on the Dark Angel side we can see both Rhinos flanking the Razorback. That's because my Tech Marine has a power field generator, so they're protecting the group. The two land speeders and one dreadnought is behind this ruin. The scouts are on top and one squad of Devastator at the bottom. Then we have another dreadnoughts hiding behind this ruin, and in the ruin we have the other Devastator squad. On the other side we have the one Vespid squad behind the terrain, and then in this ruin we have, I think it's one squad of Fire Warrior, another Fire Warrior squad behind the Hammerhead, Cruz on the left of the Hammerhead. You can see again the Fire Warrior team. Next we have one more Vespid squad on the left flank of the Taus. And now we're going to see if I can steal the initiative. No, we didn't steal, so it will be turn 1 Tau now. Okay, not much happened here. The Vespis you see here moved forward. The Fire Warrior moved also, and the crew went into the terrain. These Fire Warrior, I think, weren't able to reach anything, so they didn't fire on anything. Overall, I think I lost one scout on the top of the ruin. These Vespis went forward. Okay, I was able to do a few kills. My Dreadnoughts and the Devastators on this ruin fired at the Vespids and killed just a little bit over half of them. As you can see, there were some movement of Rhinos, but these Vespids were also reduced by the Devastator in the middle ruin. All my vehicles went forward. By the way, we're playing the Relic, so I'm trying to rush it. Now we're going to see reserve rolls. So first, the Chasso with a sniper drone, they come in. Next, the second Chasso, which will deep strike. They also come in, and finally the Devilfish with the Pathfinders. They also come in. Okay, so deep strike for the Chasso. We'll see what he rolls. Okay, a 1, and then we have a movement on the left with a 4, so 5 overall. So right now he's wondering if he's going to re-roll his deep strike, because the Pathfinders and the Devilfish gives him this option. So he decided to keep his deep strike. So overall, these are the infiltrate and deep strike moves. So the Devilfish came in on this side. The Chasso obviously succeeded his deep strike, and the left warlord came in flanking due to a warlord ability, so he used that option. Okay, so these are the movement of the Tau. So the Kroot went forward in the terrain. They are not affected by it. The Fire Warrior rolled a 2 for the move through difficult terrain, and the Hammerhead moved sideways a little bit to have his Jink save. And then these Vespids are moving forward with their jump abilities. On the other side of the table we see another group of orcs proxying for Vespids moving forward. The Hammerhead shot at the one of the Rhino and got a 1, so missed. So the right hand Vespids fired at the Devastator in the ruin. I think they had 3 hit and 3 wound, and I succeeded with my 4 up cover saves. Okay, the Chasseau and the drones fired at the Dreadnought and killed it. So next we're going to see the explosion range 6. So we'll double check if I can reach the front unit, the front figurine. Yes, I can reach it, so we're going to see if I can wound it. I think it's a straight 3 versus toughness 5 if I'm not mistaken. So let's see the die roll. Yeah, no, it's failed. Okay, a few of these Fire Warrior can see the right Rhino, so they're going to shoot at it. So let's see how many hits. 6 hits. Now we're going to see if we can glance it with 6s. And we have 1 glance. So now I'm going to roll my cover save. And I failed, so down to 1 hull point. Okay, this Devilfish is going to shoot at one of the land speeder, the top one. So how many hits? Just 1. So let's see if he glances. I think it takes a 5+, and failed. The Kroots assaulted this Rhino, generated 33 attacks, and unfortunately with 25 hits nothing glanced. The Chasseau assaulted, he hit 3 times and need 5s to glance, and nothing. Okay, end of turn 2 for the Taus, so they were able to pile in a little bit on the vehicles in the center. So we can see the Kroots that are surrounding one of the Rhinos that lost a hull point. I also lost a Dreadnought on the far right due to the Warlord and the sniper drones that came in flanking. So they got first kill. The Rhino is here, and the Razorback moved a little bit forward and disembarked their troops. The land speeder, you can see there, positioned himself for heavy flamer attack, as well as this one on these Vespids. And in the far right, the Dreadnought positioned himself to have a line of fire on the Vespids. Okay, all the Space Marine units in this area killed the Kroot that are no longer there, and these one are about to fire on the Chasseau. And they killed it. They used a missile, and he failed his invulnerable save, so it was double the toughness, so he was instantly killed. The Razorback fired at the Hammerhead at the back. He succeeded his 2+ cover save that is given to him by his Disruption Pod, his Jink, and everything. And the 2 Rhinos used their Stormbolter to finish off the Vespids that were left there. The Dreadnought and the Devastators fired at the Vespids that were just beside them and finished them off. Okay, so I made an error when I fired at the Chasseau. My unit was coming out of the Rhino, so they could only snap fire, so all the bolters fired at the Chasseau and didn't do anything. So what's left to fire on this turn are the red Space Marines with the last cannon and the Devastators on the middle. This time the last cannon snap fired at the Chasseau and got a 6, so he failed his save and was instantly killed. End of turn 2 for the Dark Angel, so we actually freed the center of the table, so we're pretty much alone there. No longer any crews that could catch the relic, we cleared up the far right and far left of the area, so everything will happen in the center now. So on turn 3 Tau, these Pathfinders, this guy's a Space Marine, got out of the transport. The 4 on the back have ray rifles, and I think the 4 on the front have marker lights. This Fire Warrior unit rolled a 6 for difficult terrain, so they went all on the ground and moved a little bit forward. The Chasseur and his drone moved a little bit. On the shooting phase, these Fire Warriors fired at the Space Marine and killed 3 of them. The Hammerhead on the side of the Tau decided to fire his template in this spot, so he's going to hit, I think, 8 Marines and the Rhino. So we're just confirming that he's hitting the Rhino, so it will be the, from his position, I think it's the left armor, and well, he succeeded in killing the Rhino and killing 3 Marines. So that was a good shot. The Fire Warriors fired at the Space Marine. I killed 3 of them, so it's bye-bye for the missile launcher. The Pathfinders were able to put 2 marker lights on the left Space Marine there. One of the Marine died by snapshot attack from these guys. Okay, so these guys are going to use the 2 marker lights on the Space Marine, so they will attack now. So they hit 3 times. They wound 2 times, so I'm going to roll my saves. And I failed 1, so 1 guy is down. So this unit fired at the Devastators in the ruin, so I'm going to make my saves. So I failed 3 of them, so I have to remove 3 Devastators, 1 down, 1 in the middle, and the plasma cannon on top. Okay, end of turn 3 for the Tau, so they were able to reduce one of my Space Marine unit to a single figurine. All my saves for morale, all my morale check have been made. This Devastator unit was reduced to 2 miniature, so I'm about to do my turn 3. Okay, so this is the end of my movement turn. My movement failed, so a land speeder moved there to have his heavy flamer ready to shoot in the group, as well as this one. This dreadnought moved a little bit to get a better line of sight. The Rhino moved over the ruin of the Rhino. We're still not sure. In the book it says that it's a difficult terrain, so I'm not sure if I could move over it. So we did it right now, and I will confirm this at a later time. And this Razorback immobilized itself in the difficult and dangerous terrain. I hadn't put any dozer blade on it, so that's now the moment it would have paid off. This unit of Space Marine moved forward in direction of the relic, and the lone Space Marine moves 6 inches and picks up the relic. Finally, the Space Marine unit over there didn't move. Okay, the Space Marine and the Land Speeder fired at the Pathfinders and killed everyone but 1 of them, so they failed the morale and they had to move a little bit. The Dreadnought is going to fire at these Fire Warrior, so I had already 2 hits and I had to reroll due to Twin Linked. So 3 hit, strength 7, so it takes 2s to wound. So 3 wounds. So 2 failed their saves and died. Scouts on top fired at the Fire Warrior and killed 2 of them. The Devastators fired at the Fire Warriors and killed 2 of them. So they will need to take their morale check to see if they stay there. And they failed, so they're going to flee for, I think, enough to leave the table. There was a door in the ruin, so they could get out of there. Okay, Tau movement phase. So these guys moved a little bit in direction of the center of the table. The Devilfish went a little bit forward, and the Hammerhead is about to make his move into the ruins base. So he has to roll a dangerous terrain test. which is succeeded. These poor fire warriors rolled very badly for the difficult terrain movement, so they were only able to move 5 inches since the start of the game. The Hammerhead fires his template again, so let's see where it goes. And it scatters too far. The Devilfish fired at the unit of Space Marine and killed the poor sergeant that was hiding behind. Now the Fire Warriors fired and hit 6 times on the Space Marine, and we end up with 5 wounds. I need to save for my 2 guys. And I save 4 times, so 1 dies. Now to determine which one dies. So 4 to 6 is the bolter guy. 1 to 3 is the las cannon. And it's the bolter that dies. In start of turn 4 for the Dark Angels, so the tower weren't able to do much. I think they were able to kill a single Space Marine over there, and that's about it. End of movement for the Dark Angel. The Space Marine entered the Rhino with the Relic. The Dreadnought moved 6 inches in direction of the Fire Warriors. The Land Speeder moved on the side of the Hammerhead with his Multi-Melta. The Space Marines went in direction of the Devilfish, and then the other Land Speeder went in the back of the Devilfish with his Multi-Melta. The Land Speeder fired his Multi-Melta at the Hammerhead, and he succeeded his save. The Dreadnought fired at the Fire Warriors and killed 2 of them, so they're going to make their moral check. And now the las cannon fires at the Hammerhead. And we fail to hit. These guys fired their one crack grenade at the Devilfish. The Land Speeder on the back fired its Multi-Melta, but the Devilfish succeeded his cover save, his Jinx save. Everything in the ruin fired at the Hammerhead, but with his cover save of 2 up, nothing happened. So now we're going to see the assault range of the Space Marine on the Devilfish, and it succeeded. The Marines succeeded their assault and wrecked the Devilfish, so I'm rolling to see my consolidation move, but the Tau at that point decided to concede the game. Let's see the table, how it looks like. It was pretty hard for the Tau right from the start because I hit hard on turn 2 and took control of the center of the table as well as the relic, so from that point on it was an uphill fight for the Tau, so epic handshake. And we'll see you guys next time on another Battle Reports on 40kfrogs.com. Thank you for watching.